Oh, baby. We out here. This might not look familiar. Your boy is not on the west today. Don't fuck with Johnny. Fucking weapons. Weapons. Check this out. Oh, bro, I gotta venture off more. That sunrise, I'm so used to the sunsets. Sunrises look killer too. I mean, gay. Man, we ready. We are strapped. Strapped and loaded. Set it off, Queen Latifah. And we's out. Yeah, this is so killer. Okay, so boom, right from here, he just jumped in the water. I'm still putting on my suit, and he pulls up this fatty uku. Nice. I was tripping. I was like, oh my god. You can imagine how I felt right there. You know what I mean? I'm getting ready. He just jumped in, and he shot a big uku as soon as he jumps in. I was tripping. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there. Okay, so right here I'm all excited, right? So I jump in the water, I go to load my bands, and then right when I go to load it, I guess the trigger mech wasn't holding up, and I thought maybe I didn't have my shafting good, but I did this twice and it shot both times, so my trigger mech was acting up. Good thing I brought my extra gun, my roller. I always make sure I bring an extra gun, and this is the reason why. So I had to swim back to the boat and grab my roller. Okay, so right here I decided to take a test drop and just kind of feel things out. I start dropping and I realize it's kind of hard to get to the bottom. Like, I gotta kick more than usual, and I'm starting to realize like the current is pretty crazy out here. So it's like I'm wasting a lot of energy trying to get to the bottom. So I decided to come back up, catch my breath. Right here I see a taco, right? I go to drop on it and it's the same thing. I'm having a hard time to get to the bottom. So I take the shot. That way I have the shaft out of my gun and I can use that to try and get it. And same thing, look, I gotta swim back up. And I'm realizing like, wow, it's hard to get to the bottom, and I'm kind of just tripping out right now, like, you know what I mean? So I try to go down again, and so I'm trying to reach the bottom, and as I'm trying to see again, I gotta come back up. I'm starting to realize like I can't hit the bottom, which is tripping me out because I can hit this depth, you know what I mean? So I end up giving up on a taco, and usually I never give up on taco. When I see one, I gotta get it, but I just couldn't get it. It was crazy. So again, I try to take this drop, and the same thing, man. It's just hard to get to the bottom, and I'm starting to trip out. I'm like, why is it doing this? The current is so crazy over here, right? So again, I try to take this drop, and mind you, these drops, I'm facing the opposite way of the current, so I'm going towards the current. So right now I'm trying to get to the edge. I'm trying to pull myself against the current, and I'm trying to check out what they have, but it's hard to stay calm when the current is like ripping everywhere, right? You can't really see it in the video, but the current was crazy. Okay, so at this point, I'm getting confused. I'm like, what the hell? I can usually take these drops, you know what I mean? But it's so hard to swim down. I'm losing energy, and it's because the current is so strong. This is the first time I ever dove in current that was that crazy, right? So after a while, I started to figure out, and what Alakai told me is, you can't really dive against the current. So you gotta swim with the current, and you gotta plan your drops ahead of time, right? So it was pretty cool because it's a new strategy. I never had to do this before, and I was learning as the day went on, you know what I mean? So I started to figure out it's almost impossible to dive towards the current because that's how bad it was, you know what I mean? If you've seen earlier, I had to give up that taco. It was a nice sized taco, and I never give up on tacos, you know what I mean? But in this case, it was so hard to get to the bottom because of the current being so strong, and you're wasting all your energy trying to swim against the current, you know what I mean? So what I realized after was, screw trying to go against the current, swim with the current, and kind of predict your drops. So the game plan would be, if you've seen a school of fish out in the distance, start dropping already. The current is gonna take me quickly to that spot, right? So it's like a whole new strategy, a whole new game plan. It was really fun learning it, but after I started to figure that out, after I started getting that down, things got a little easier. Okay, so right here, I seen the oohs out in the distance, and I take the drop right here, and I'm planning for this little trench to hide myself in, right? So I take the drop, and usually I'll make it in this trench. See, there's the trench, but I'll end up going past it because, like I said, the current. Hold on, I gotta replay that, hold up. So if you look closely, I was actually going for that smaller uhu in the back to your right, but this big one just came out of nowhere, right in front of me, and look at that. Oh, great shot. Oh my God, I don't mean to suck my own cord here, but it just came right up to me. And right now, I'm like super stoked. I mean, this uhu, big size uhu, just swam right up to me. He turned and he hesitated for a second, and it allowed me to get that shot. And on the west side, what I'm used to, once these uhus see you, they're out, they book it. But this one kind of paused for a second, and it gave me the chance. And here I am pulling it up, and I'm just super stoked.
Oh, down! Oh my God! Still alive a little bit. Oh, fucking current! Whoa!
It's unreal,
bro. I thought you guys was like used to this already. I was like, oof. Oh my God.
Okay, so this next drop, I'm trying to practice the dive bomb. I've been diving next to Alakai all day, and I've noticed that he got the dive bomb down. You know what I mean? He got it down to a T. So I'm trying to practice it. I'm so used to landing on the bottom, hiding from the fish, and taking my shot that way. But this time, I take the shot, and I just totally miss. I mess it up. I'm not used to the dive bomb yet. It's like the aiming seems a little different when you're coming at an angle, opposed to how I'm used to it, which is on the bottom of the reef. But anyway, I'm trying to practice the dive bomb because where I'm from, I can't really do it because the fish are smart. On this side of the island, they're super tamed. so you can do it. You know what I mean? So this is something I gotta practice and I gotta learn as I dive some more.
Way off.
He was floating
Why do you think I should have waited a little bit?
a little longer. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so used to it. If I'd have...
Floating into it, that's why he never knew because he was floating.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you see from the top, bro, you're floating like fucking fast.
Bro.
That was fast.
Bro, I'm surprised I even got that close from a dive bomb and tripping out right now. I'm so used to them be gone already.
Okay, so right here, I ended up recording a little late, but Alakai takes a dive bomb and he shoots this red uhu. Okay, so right here we're trying to yell for the boat so they can see us. We're way at the end and we just want to get their attention because the current is too strong to try and swim to them. They're far and we just want to get back on the boat.
Ah! He gone.
But help is on the way. Yes. We're saved. Rescue job. Well, good thing we never do that second drift we were gonna do again. The last one would have been way out there. Yeah. Perfect timing these guys came in. Wait, what I got whipped? Cut our line right there. Literally, should literally cut our line.
God, bro.
You get chewed out, guaranteed.
Bob, you just got me on camera like fucking.
Yeah, good day, boys.
I don't know, you just swim up to me like this. I was like,
He wasn't looking, he was like looking the wrong way. I was like, fuck you, like, ah. I had to give him the fucking flipper right on his belly. He's like, oh, yeah.
This fucker just when jumping in the water came out with that. I was like, no way.
bro, nobody else is
No way.
in the water here. That's some good day right there.
Yeah, boys.
When those are red.
Nothing. It's mine, bro.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's not you.
I'm not trying to brag, but shit. No. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. So anyways, when we got towed back in, I was happy to be back in. I was so tired from the current. I was super tired because I woke up super early, like 5 in the morning, and I only had 2 hours of sleep. For some reason, like I could sleep easily, but whenever I'm gonna go on a boat the next day, for some reason it's like I get really excited and I can't go to sleep. So I only had 2 hours of sleep. I was battling current all day. I was super tired. But when we got towed back in, Alakai was like, "What, boys? You guys, let's go again. We go fill up the tanks with gas and we go out again." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm down, bro." But inside I was like, "Fuck." I was like, I'm so tired. But you know what I mean? Everybody else was like, yeah, I'm down. So I didn't want to be that guy, you know what I mean? So I just had to go with the flow. So boom, we jumped in the truck, we filled up the gas cans, and we went back out. We hit like Waimea side, and we started diving a couple spots. We didn't really catch nothing. Those spots was like dry and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that day was crazy. This day, it was pretty cool to me because it's like the whole day I just felt like we wasn't going to be able to dive, you know what I mean? So like first thing in the morning, I guess we went to fill up the gas cans. Next thing you know, I hear them talking outside of the truck, and they're like, fuck. And the next thing you know, they come inside the truck and they go on their phones. They start YouTubing like how to like drop the motor or something like that. I guess something happened to the motor. And as I'm watching it, I'm sitting in the back seat, right? I'm watching the video, and it's talking about like you got to go and like refill it with like transmission fluid and all kinds of stuff. And I'm thinking like, wow, that seems like a big job to do right now on our way to go dive. So I'm over there like, oh, tell me this day is canceled, you know what I mean? I was getting kind of like nervous. I was getting kind of worried, like, oh man, I really want to dive off this boat. I woke up early for this and all that. So anyway, they jump in the truck, they start driving. So I started asking, I was like, oh, what, we still down to dive? Everything's all good? He's like, oh yeah, we can still dive. We're just gonna have to manually drop the motor into the water, you know what I mean? I don't know nothing about boats, but I guess you can do it manually. So like, oh, bet we still can dive. I'm like all stoked, like shoots, you know what I mean? So anyways, we get to the harbor, and I guess in order to put the motor in the water, you have to like loosen a screw, and we didn't have a screwdriver. So again, I'm like, fuck, we already have the boat parked in the water already, you know what I mean? And from there, we're trying to figure out how to drop the motor. We don't have a screwdriver, so then Jaden ends up seeing this truck, and the truck has like a toolbox in the back of it. So he goes to the truck and he asks one of the uncles like, oh, do you have a screwdriver we can borrow? And when he came back, he had a screwdriver, so it was all stoked. He was like, yes. And then oh, he had, oh, nice. Let's go. Bro,
Honks.
He was saying like, Honks was telling me like, oh, you guys gotta be prepared. You can't be going out into the sea when you're not prepared. This and that. You know what I mean? But we was all stoked. So we had the screwdriver. So now we're trying to loosen the screw, right? And all the guy's trying. He tells me to try. So I go over there. I'm with the screwdriver. I'm trying to use my mana, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to twist them, dog. I'm trying to twist them as hard as I can. And I'm like cracking the screwdriver a little bit, like the tip. And I'm like, oh fuck, no way. So at this point, we're still out in the dock, and it's like people are trying to get in and all that. So like we have to drive, park it in a parking lot, and figure out from there what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? So I'm over there. I'm kind of like bummed. Like, oh man, we might have to like cancel this dive. So we're trying to figure it out. We're all stressed, and then Jaden's like, oh, let me try. So he's over there. He's going. He's like over there twisting the shit out of the screwdriver. And then he's like turning red and everything, and then boom, you hear him go, I got it. And it was like, no way. So he ends up loosening the screw, and then from there, I guess the switch or whatever, I sound so stupid, I should have researched it, but I guess once he loosened the screw, he was able to use the switch, and he could drop the motor with the switch. You know what I mean? So it got fixed. I guess it was just too tight, the screw. I don't know. But he got it to work. And from there, I'm like, bet. You know what I mean? I'm all stoked. Like, yo, let's go. And then I just thought it was funny. So after that, we got in the water. We started diving. Shot the uku. And then after that, we ran out of gas. And then again, I was like, oh, man, we're stuck. You know what I mean? And then as soon as we got stuck, not even like 10 minutes later, the boat came in and tied us up, pulled us out. And anyway, I just thought I'd share like the backstory about it. It was a fun dive. It was a crazy day. When I came home, that was the most tired I've ever been in my life. I just like all zombie. I swear, I was just super tired. Cause like after we filled the cans, we went back out. We started diving for another couple hours. It was crazy, but it was good fun. It was super good fun. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later, you Fekezzz.